Hey everyone, welcome to JMac Life Investments. My name is Jason. Thanks for tuning in again. Okay, SPAC Man hat, it's back on. So today I want to peek into a sector. Very honestly, I'm no expert in this area. This to me, I'm referring to quantum space. This segment of the market, companies that are beginning to come public. And obviously these are very early stage. This technology, if you can get way ahead of a market, then you're doing better than those that get into markets years down the line. So that's why I wanted to take a look at. There's obviously SPAC Man. There is a company that just got their business combination merger approved just a couple days ago. And so the ticker symbol is going to be changing this coming Tuesday. Markets are closed on Monday for President's Day. But when the markets open back up on Tuesday, which will be the 17th, this company will be listed on the NASDAQ, I think it is. Correction, this company will be listed on the New York Stock Exchange coming up on Tuesday. So the ticker symbol before Tuesday would have been CCCX, which is, you guessed it, another Churchill Capital. So Churchill Capital Corporation X, which means number 10. So it's their 10th SPAC. But the company that they're bringing public is Infleqtion, which you have on the screen here, obviously. So and the new ticker symbol when it debuts on the New York Stock Exchange will be INFQ, and this company's already been quite hyped, which hasn't been the case, I don't think, for a lot of companies coming public via SPAC for some time. But this one is getting lots of pub. Even check it out. So I'm building a SPAC scanner right now using AI, and this goes out onto the markets, and every time I run this goes out, looks at Twitter, X, and then it also looks at just across the web and across sites like Seeking Alpha, StockTwits, Morningstar, The Motley Fool, just the web in general, and where articles are being published, stocks are being covered, and it looks at them within the AI model that I'm using Gemini, and the AI model that I'm using is looking just only at SPACs. So it's looking at SPACs. It's going out across the web, across in Twitter or X.com, and it's saying find the companies that are coming public via SPAC, either the SPAC sponsored or the company or the target company, either one of those, and what's trending. And every time since I've been developing this, it has been this Churchill Capital has been number one on the list here, and I see it ranks it and it has a hype score. So the hype score for this, this one over here, this one's de-SPAC'd, but Oklo Inc. This also came public via Churchill Capital. That's got a hype score of 97. But Infleqtion has a hype score of 94, and you can see in the small letters right here it says New York Stock Exchange listing on February 17th, 2026. So anyway, this is under development. I haven't listed it yet, but you can see some cool features. I'll show up more of it. But you can even see here, you can see the common share prices, the unit prices, the warrant prices, rights prices. And then you can see a unit breakdown and if there's arbitrage opportunities with the units or the warrants. You can enter in, if you own shares, warrants, rights, or units, you can enter them, update it, and it will show up on your profile. Gives you key details, the deadline for the SPAC to find a target, links where you can go out and see where it's pulling in data from, the sector, what stage it's in, the IPO size, all these things. This is SEC filings. So anyway, this is going to be something I'll be dropping pretty soon and adding features to it, making sure it's all working real well. It's also a SPAC Hall of Fame. This is going to be pretty cool. So, but I just bring that up to say that one of the things is, and I'll be using it in videos, because if it seems to be pretty accurately looking, because if you go over on Twitter and you search Infleqtion or CCCX, I mean, there's a lot of people talking about this company, and for good reason. So the company, you know, Nobel Prize winning technology. Anyway, these are all the blow the trumpet for the company. This is not financial advice. This is just talking about the segment, the market sector here of. Again, this is kind of like talking about AI, and I remember thinking about the companies when I was looking into like Palantir, and I just could not wrap my mind around it because I wasn't understanding AI. So I sort of missed that opportunity. People much smarter than me were able to look into that and see that, but I didn't. But look, these are the customers and collaborators with Infleqtion. NVIDIA, huge. NVIDIA is. They're a high profile customer of Infleqtion and a strategic partner, and they're collaborating on NVQ Link, the architecture of that to integrate quantum computing with GPU accelerated AI systems. There are tons of government and defense companies are looking at Infleqtion here. The UK government, the Royal Navy, Australian Army, JP Morgan Chase, L3 Harris, Sentinel-1, LG, SAIC. And then another thing about this company actually has revenue, which a lot of these are pre-revenue, early stage companies. They have a little bit of revenue. They have sales. They've got 3 quantum computers and hundreds of quantum sensors that have been sold. They have approximately $50 million in booked and awarded business, and an identified pipeline of potential customers exceeding 300 million. So we're talking about a company that is already generating some revenue, right? And here is Infleqtion's slide deck and their investor slide deck. You can see 50 million of booked plus awarded businesses in 2025, and it's got an E, so that means it's estimated. It means they have not audited this financial information, obviously. Again, like I said, I'm not trying to come out here and say that I'm some type of expert in this field, but this is just one of those, hey, listen, I've missed some opportunities of super quality companies in the past, and I will say too, one of the things with SPACs is you sort of kind of try to jump in and ride some hype, ride some waves, use them as swing trades, use them as, particularly with the warrants. But the warrants on these had already got a little bit too spicy for me, so I didn't jump on them. But the shares are still at fairly reasonable prices, 13, I think. So I was going to say let's jump over and look at some of these other companies that have come public via SPAC. Ionic is one of them, a quantum company that came public via SPAC. You can see it was in the $10, $11 range. We know that SPACs IPO with their commons at $10 per share, and this one, it did break pretty much when it was listed, 28, but it fell flat for quite a while, but it made some advances. And the company maxed out at around $73 a share. So you're looking at 700% gains on the $10 initial IPO. And it currently sits at $34.11. Done really well. This is not one that came public via a SPAC. And going back to Ionic, you can see the market cap on Ionic is $12.26 billion at present. Rigetti Computing is another quantum company. Again, didn't come public via a SPAC, but you can see shares of it are $16, and then the market cap on it is $5 billion. D-Wave, another D-Wave Quantum, another quantum company. This one also did not come public via SPAC, but sitting at around $20 a share. Ticker on its QBTS. Market cap $7.34 billion. So anyway, we're going to look back over at Infleqtion here in a minute and look at what their valuation at when they go public here, what it's going to be, and think about these market caps as we talk about it. And then of course QuantumScape also did come public via a SPAC, and yes, the share price right now is depressed. I wanted you to just see when it went public. Check it out. It went parabolic. 114. It was one of the most successful jumps in share price. It was really during that really super hype period, of course, but it went up to $114. The $10 shares did, and the warrants went absolutely ballistic. And so these are three companies. But even right now, with the depressed share price, market cap is still $4.65 billion. Okay, and so this slide right here shows, again, what I was just referring to, the attractive entry valuation with meaningful upside potential. Like when you just look at this metric alone, this should get you fairly bullish on Infleqtion as a company in the quantum companies that are public at present. Ionic, here's the market caps, 12.4. We just kind of went over them. The high to current, D-Wave 5.3, Rigetti 4.9, QCI didn't pull that one up. That one's 2.4. I think that was a older company that's stayed public and was like a penny stock that I think rebranded or something. And then you have Infleqtion. So, and then you jump over and you look at revenue of these companies with these market caps. Ionic at $12.4 billion market cap, only has $52 million in revenue. Infleqtion has 29 on the book revenue, but 50 million booked plus awarded business. And so it's second highest revenue of any of these companies. So that's something to think about. And I wanted to put it on your radar. I'm going to drop this video on Monday, February 16th, so that when it comes to market on the New York Stock Exchange under its new ticker symbol, it's going to be ticker symbol INFQ. And let's take a look at it throughout the week next week and just see where it goes. I do have a speculative position in it. Again, none of this is financial advice. Do your own due diligence, of course. But again, using all these tools, looking out across Twitter at Infleqtion, looking over using my scanner. I mean, it looks like this company has got some hype, got some momentum. Appreciate you guys. Hope you guys are enjoying the content. If you are, do me a favor. Hit the like button, subscribe, all the things, and I hope to be seeing more of you soon. That's all I got till next time. Be blessed and deuces. I'm out.